I mean, we're already in behind. Samatta to finish. Samatta to finish. There you go. 5 minutes in. Breakthrough already complete. I do have to give Gdansk credit because they are right up for this. And there is an equaliser. Trigueros, Patrick. Ball under control. Can hit them. There you go. That is why we brought him to the club. Patrick, Chukwueze, lovely play. Is there an end product on this though? Delivers the cross. It's there to be won, and Pion Sisto will do that. And in the process, Chukwueze is actually pulled up, it seems like. Get the simple goal. Samatta. Patrick might be in. Defender's got there, but it's there for Sisto. Is he onside still? Pion Sisto finishes. And the offside flag stays down. It's 4-1 Villarreal, and that should do it then. Trying to turn on it. Unable to do it, but there will be the full-time whistle then, and it's a 4-1 victory in Poland for us, and I think that is going to do it. I think we've got the job done after that. Hello everybody, welcome back to Career Mode episode 2 of season 4 today. We will continue our journey in just a few moments with Villarreal when we take on Real Betis back in La Liga. But firstly, I need to show you the extras. So, of course, that Gaming as Betis is to come. But I took a quick look through the comment section at any suggestions of signings, and I've actually found one player in particular who actually have really taken my eye, and that man is Leon Bailey at the wing. Because when I looked at this, we've only got £28 million to spend, but he actually has a release clause on his contract of 43,700,000. So if I can somehow manage to find another 16 mil from somewhere, I will try and make that deal happen. But for now, I'm not sure if there's going to be any more signings, mainly because at the moment, I don't need another goalkeeper. Alban Lafont was also a suggestion as well. And there was a few other players. There was a striker in there. And a few other suggestions for positions that I don't feel necessary right now. The only 2 positions, arguably, that we could upgrade, or 3 for that matter, would be potentially another winger, potentially a goalkeeper, and then maybe another centre-back. They're the 3 that I feel that we need to try and potentially upgrade a little bit further. Jadon Sancho, by the way, is expiring his contract this season, so might be able to get him on a freebie. Actually, I've just realised he's only 21, so that's not going to be the case. Of course, I have to be 23. Leandro Paredes as well, release clause on his contract. I just love release clauses. I've said it before, and I always say it. Release clauses are so broken when you get like a few years into a career mode, because you find some gems that are available for you to pick up. But if you missed last episode, hopefully the previously bit will have filled you in a little bit. If not, this is how it went. We played Getafe in a 1-1 draw, where they had 1 shot and scored it at home in our opening La Liga game, our first game in charge of the club. And then we took on Gdansk to try and book our spot in the Europa League in the first qualification round over in Poland and beat them 4-1. So right now, we're doing all right. And I don't think I have to play that second one. I'm pretty sure we can sim it and still get into the Europa League itself. But today, we face Betis first, followed by Real Madrid, followed by Girona. And then I'm not sure what's going to happen here because, of course, I don't get why we have games like this. Sunday, Tuesday. What? Why can't you move that to like a Wednesday? Or why can't we play that on a Saturday? There's all sorts wrong with the fixtures. I just don't get it. But anyway, moving forward, it's time for our first game. I've swapped around the side. We're back to what I consider right now for the moment to be our strongest 11, which involves Luka Jovic up front, Patrick just in behind him. The midfield 4 is going to include Sisto, Zachariah, Jordan, and De Groot. Firpo, Pags, Diop, and Beister at the back with Asenio in goal. I'm going to be calling Pagnusat Pags from now on. It was a suggestion before in the comment section, so again, thank you for that. Mushroom, I better change the minutes in just a few moments. But let's jump into this and look for our first win in La Liga. Here we go then. So, this is the Betis lineup. They've got Alonso on the bench. Is that Marcos Alonso? They've gone with a back 3 and a CDM to protect them, which is quite interesting because you don't really see too many back 3s in this so often. But a front 2 and a midfield sort of 5. I actually feel that we're going to be in a good standing here to grab our first victory in La Liga. 4-4-1-1 for us. I'm considering maybe swapping to a 4-3-3, pushing my wingers a bit higher, but for now that's what we're going to go with. There, of course, is the midfield 4. Patrick just in front of them, captain in the side, and in front of him, Luka Jovic awaiting his first goal for Villarreal. Short corner to Pion Sisto. Lovely trickery. Ball in as well. And there is the opening goal of the game. And I believe that it's Pags who's got it. Scored the equaliser against Getafe. And now he's made it 2-2 with a monstrous header against Real Betis inside 12 minutes. The home crowd here, you could sense a little bit of tenseness in the crowd after we began to sort of begin to semi-put an onslaught really on that back line. The back three right now has not really got going. It's difficult when you're getting attacked at from your fullbacks, from wingers, all that kind of thing. Committing men forward, and we get a corner, and we've converted with pretty much the first shot of the game. Pags with the header, 2-2. What a signing he looks like he's going to be. Zakaria, Jovic, Patrick. Look at Sisto in the space he's got. Here is Pion Sisto. Sisto to deliver towards De Groot. Oh my goodness me. If that goes in, I have to take my half to Daniel De Groot because it would have been a fantastic header. It's not quite worked out like that. And it's inches from finding that top corner. But the delivery came at him with such pace from Pion Sisto. It was a difficult header to convert, and that's largely why it's probably gone over. He wins the ball back straight away, though, De Groot, and Patrick's just giving him it back too. Daniel De Groot in towards the area. De Groot. Shot in, but straight at the goalkeeper, really. Do you know what? If he sends him off for this, oh, you are having an actual joke right now, ref. Down to 10 men. Dennis Zakaria's second yellow card. The first one may be fair enough. This one, he gets the ball. For crying out loud, ref. Luckily, it's easy to deal with. We can just, you know, drop Patrick into a more deeper role. But I don't think it's a second yellow. I'm just going to say that right now. Feel a bit frustrated that he's actually given it, to be honest. And now we need to try and hold out here, basically, and try and see out this win. I was going to try and get another one, but for us now, it's more about just damage limitation. Don't let them get back in the game. Patrick is just going to mop that up now. I mean, yeah, maybe it is a second yellow, but I thought there were two very harsh yellow cards in the first place to even get. Under pressure now, as Junior can't meet that. Ball in, Pags does just enough to get something on it. Sisto towards Patrick. Patrick up towards the feet of Luka Jovic. Needs to be an outball right now, the striker. As De Groot looks over the top for Jovic, who's making this run. And he battles away to keep hold of it, does Luka Jovic. Free kick, ref, surely. Yes, we'll take that. Book him then, ref. If you're going to book us for 2 challenges, consistency. Thank you. The question is now for Patrick. What does he try and do? Have a go at goal or lift one in? I'm going to try and hit this. Patrick gets the shot in. It was straight at the goalkeeper and easy in the end for him to deal with, but didn't feel we were going to win an aerial battle in there, so I just thought let's try and catch the goalkeeper out. Not too long to go at all. 3 minutes, in fact. We've played largely the second half with 10 men. And I've got to say this. Pags has had a fantastic performance at centre-back. Scored the goal that's made the difference so far. Defended resiliently throughout as Junior carries forward. This might be the last opportunity of the game for us. Luka Jovic cannot find Pion Sisto. And now it's going to be a chance for a one last attack for Real Betis. They've pressured and pressured, but we have defended so well. And we are going to pick up our first win in La Liga. Not the most commanding win at all, but playing the full second half with 10 men, I'll happily take it. We've got our second leg of our qualification round against Gdansk, which I'm going to be simming in a second, but a few things to show you first. That is the Champions League group stage draw has been made. Obviously, the current holders, the Graafschap, our former club, are in there, and I'm not sure what group they've been drawn into, so we're going to check that now. See if they can get themselves another trophy. They're not in any of those. So they've escaped Group A, B, C, and D. They've made it into Group G, where they'll face Valencia, Wolfsburg, and Midtjylland. I don't think that's a bad group by any means. I think that's very, very capable for them. So we will keep tabs on how they get on over the course of, like, you know, that one, and see how far they can go without us. But I want to say right now, I've actually taken a quick look, and I've managed to negotiate deals with 2 clubs for loan deals. The first one, Alexander Isak from Dortmund, and the second one, Callum Hudson-Odoi from Chelsea. Both going to be used as squad players. I don't want to be spending money bringing in talent, you know, for like 20 million quid if they're just going to be bench players and squad players. So both these guys will play that role. If they come in, that's fantastic. If not, we were not going to worry about it. Of course, both players have to make their decisions now. We have agreed it with the clubs. But I do want to show you this. If I'd have known at the time that he wanted a move, I would have gone for him. Where is he? Oh, I actually didn't even shortlist him. Miron Boadu the man that you may remember from our time in Holland or in the Netherlands, has actually gone on loan from Fulham. We sold him to Fulham, and he's come over to La Liga, where he's joined Levante on a loan deal. So if I'd have known that, I'd have brought him over myself and we'd have used him, but unfortunate. So he's in La Liga, just not playing for us at this current time. And we are going to go ahead and sim this against Gdansk. I feel we've already got the job done after the first leg, and the home advantage should carry us through. Swapped around the side massively. Only, I think, 3 or 4 players keep their place. Obviously, Blanco comes in goal, as he is our Europa League goalkeeper. And Patrick has scored the opening goal, and we win 3-1. Goal as well from Sisto and Jordan. And we are through to the group stages of the Europa League. Alright, a load of messages, and we're going to be able to see the group stage in a second. Callum Hudson-Odoi is loaned in, so he is here and will play a part for us. He wasn't really getting played too much at Chelsea, which is the reason why I've brought him over. We've got a game now against Real Madrid, a huge one that as well. Obviously, a swap around the side. I'll check out Hudson-Odoi before I do this. He's actually already 80 rated, so he could actually play quite a big part this season. Yeah, I'm quite happy to have him here, but it's time for Real Madrid. I'll be back in a second. Side is chopped and changed and ready for the toughest challenge so far then for us, which is the visit of Real. And there is the lineup. Hudson-Odoi is going to make his debut for the club as he starts out on the right-hand side in place of Daniel de Groot purely for fitness reasons. De Groot is on the bench should we need him. I'm intrigued, though, to see how this Real Madrid lineup is going to look because, of course, they were the side we beat in the Champions League final. I've just realised I forgot to swap out Ruben Blanco, so he's going to start in goal today. Senyo is on the bench. Trigueros and Jordan line up in the midfield. Patrick in front of them. And, of course, Luka Jovic in front of him. But for Real Madrid, still awaiting to see what their side is going to look like here. Because see how much it's changed from that Champions League final. I saw James warming up. I don't know if he was in that team that we played against. Casemiro is there. Dani Carvajal. I believe that was Mats Hummels. So few recognisable faces. So here is Courtois then in goal. And in front of him, Alexandro, Kimpembe, Hummels and Carvajal. In the midfield, it's Kovacic, Casemiro and James Rodriguez. Isco on the bench. And up front, Martial, Belotti and Vinicius Jr. I believe that was the front three that started against us in the Champions League final. And there's a debut, like I mentioned, for Callum Hudson-Odoi, one of the bright sparks of the Premier League. So young as well, still got a lot of years ahead of him. He's joined us on loan from Chelsea, wants some first team football, and that's what he's got today. Luka Jovic pokes it through to Patrick, who finds Pion Sisto, and immediately questions are asked of Real Madrid, and Kimpembe is up to the challenge. Good defensive block. Patrick's delivery from the corner, Firpo up for it. And it looks like they've done well defending in the initial part of this game. But you saw the way we managed to get through there, really nicely worked, and there was some defending to do. Trigueros finds Pion Sisto, who's done really well with the run. Sisto to deliver. Comes to Luka Jovic. Oh, it was there to be done. It comes all the way to Hudson-Odoi. And now he can't find a pass. Sisto misses it. Oh, how close was that from Luka Jovic? He just didn't seem to connect with his header, did he? I mean, I'm in trouble right now, as that's brilliant from Real Madrid. The ops come over and blocked it. Martial on it again. Weaving his way around it towards the area. Martial, Ruben Blanco saves it. Approaching half-time. It's Real Madrid with all the pressure. There's a corner in. And there's Belotti. Great save, Ruben Blanco. Rebounds there, Kimpembe. Over the bar. I mean, what is happening to us right now? Started off so strongly. And now it's like we're just been waiting to be picked off. Half an hour remains here. And it is still all square. And to be fair, I mean, the time is ticking now. And you know what? There's one player out there in particular that as time goes on and game by game goes on, is going to start to feel a little bit more pressure, and that man is Luka Jovic. Without a goal so far, since his big money move over, and he's not really looked like scoring at all in the recent games we played, and Isco has scored! I'm going to be honest, I saw the cross coming in and I thought it had escaped him. Madrid have the lead here with 25 minutes to go. And the way we've played, I don't see how we're going to be able to get ourselves back in this. Isco converts after coming on. And we have 24 minutes to try and change this. Patrick. Sisto might be in. Sisto to finish. And Pion Sisto makes it look easy. Villarreal 1, Real Madrid 1, 14 to go. Fantastic finish from Pion Sisto. And that's taken a little bit of weight off the shoulders, I think. Because coming into this, having only picked up 4 points from our 6, which arguably were 2 definitely winnable games, taking on Real Madrid and looking as poor as we have today. But that is very, very good from Pion Sisto, and that will be Luka Jovic's last real contribution. He didn't really do that much, as Toko Ekambi is going to come on in his place. Like I mentioned, another game goes by, still awaiting that first Luka Jovic goal, but maybe once he gets his first, they'll start coming thick and fast after that. But there's still a long, long way left here in this game, and there's another dangerous delivery. Issa Diop this time has done enough to clear that ball, and now Sisto trying to break away and get us on the front foot in towards the feet of Toko Ekambi. Looking back for Pion Sisto, and that's come off him, I think. And it's going to be Real Madrid throw-in. And try and win that header. And again, Andrea Belotti has done that so well. Every corner we have put into the box today, and they've headed out, he's been able to pick up. Oh, hang on a second. There's an overlap. Why did it not go? Why did it not go to Hudson-Odoi? Why did it go to Toko Ekambi instead? Hudson-Odoi was completely in. A minute to play, and if that ball went through to Hudson-Odoi, it was surely to be 2-1. That looks like it's going to be it. 20 seconds now then, all square. And at home we've drawn against Real Madrid, which in hindsight is not a bad result. But then if you look at that last moment there, Hudson-Odoi had wrong-sided Alexandro for the first time. And if Patrick could have seen it, I think it was Patrick with the ball, maybe wrong, would have been in one-on-one. But nevertheless, 1-1 draw. We've got deadline day right now, and I'm not sure there's going to be too much going on for us. Leon Goretzka has just become the biggest deal of this one. This transfer window anyway, as Isaac is in on loan as well, which is good to see. Another player that we can use in this one as squad depth. But I think we have one of the biggest deals of the window, that of course being Luka Jovic. For the moment though, Goretzka is the biggest deal. Scratch what I mentioned before, because since then, two absolutely humongous deals have gone through. Frankie de Jong has left PSG for Chelsea in a deal worth 76 million. And Lenglet has gone over to Roma in a deal worth 70 million, which is music to our ears, of course, because it's a Barcelona player that's left. Real Madrid, though, strengthening with the signing of Leon Goretzka, 65 mil. Obviously, Luka Jovic is the fourth biggest transfer of the window, joining us with 65 as well. And as you can see, Fabinho going to Leverkusen. I don't think there's anyone else really that's of importance to us. Well, Andre Silva to Atletico Madrid for 52 million as well. Dani Ceballos leaving for Liverpool. You can see as I scroll down who is what and where they have ended up. But that's going to do it for this transfer window then. I mean, the way that I strengthened, I thought we'd be top of the league right now. And that isn't the case. I also sent out a Scout Future Star to bring us somebody back. And here is that player. A Scout Future Star and is potentially 63 to 83. So, I mean, it's not exactly a future star really, is it? So, we'll promote that gentleman anyway and see how he performs. 17 years of age, can already come into the first team. Out of curiosity, what we're looking at in weak foot and skill moves. If it's not worth it, I will not be training him. 5-star weak foot. All right, training time. Scout report back. The first one that I sent out, we've got a 71 to 94 Greek player. Lazardis looks really decent, so I'm going to promote him. Sander as well is going to be also promoted. I don't know why really I sent it to Greece. I just thought, why not? I think the guy might actually be Greek, our scout. I sent one to England as well, where we've got Alfie Hall. Looks all right. And I also sent one, I think, to Spain. Yes, I did. And he's brought back Daniel Perez. So they are the players that I'm going to be keeping close eyes on this season. Our Europa League group stage has been made as well. And you're not going to believe who's in it. Let me show you that, because there is an old favourite of ours. Yep. Groningen are in our Europa League group stage. Got Young Boys in there as well, and Lazio. So that is our full group stage that we will be playing in. There's some tough teams in here, actually. Monaco, AZ Alkmaar in there as well. In terms of Group B, I don't really think any of those are to be feared. Leipzig, maybe. Obviously, us. Liverpool in here. Chelsea in here. Rangers as well in that group. PSV. Inter Milan in that group. Everton. Leverkusen and Porto in Group J. Lille in Group K. Ajax as well in there. Sevilla in the final group as well. So, some interesting groups. Stuff to look forward to. Just to show you as well what's happening with the Graafschap right now. They've still got Boss. They've still got Chong. They let go of Ivan Herrera. He's gone to Stuttgart in an actual cash deal. Milik was brought in by us, though, in a pre-contract. So, he's going to play a massive part for them in terms of midfielders. Still got Jesse, Serge Gnabry. So, you can, and Ravel Morrison. You can kind of see we've left them a very, very good squad. And they should be in the keyword, be able to retain their league title again, I think. And, of course, two solid goalkeepers as well, even if they weren't that solid for me. But that is the way we find it then. So that is the Graafschap side still. And if I can, I'm going to try and keep you updated on how they perform in the Eredivisie. But the thing is, when you move clubs, sometimes it lags the league out. It seems to be working all right so far. They are up into 4th, 4 wins and 1 defeat in their opening 5 games. For us, our journey will continue with Girona up next, away from home. And I've swapped around the sides slightly. Chukwueze is back from his injury, so he's going to start on the... wait a minute, this has gone wrong. What? I don't understand that. A second ago, it was completely fine. Let me switch this around. So Chukwueze is going to start on the right. Sisto on the left. Luka Jovic up front, of course. Zachariah and Jordan to swap places. And I think we should be okay on that. Yep, we are. And on the bench, Toko Akambi, De Groot, Hudson-Odoi, Trigueros, Baselli, Alvarez, and Diakabi as well. So, strong bench. Strong starting 11. Let's see if we can get the result against Girona. I really, really don't want to have a situation where we go for our first 10 games, hit and miss. You know, I want to start strongly, so I would appreciate us not dropping points in games that I feel are winnable. In the minute, Girona are set up very defensive. Zachariah, though, springs into action. Finds Pion Sisto. Sisto to deliver. Oh, it was behind him. Patrick, it was attacking it. Chukwueze's ball back in. Not going to find anybody in a yellow shirt. It was just behind Patrick as Luka Jovic has got it deep. I don't know why he's so deep, but there is a shot coming in from Jordan. Why is Luka Jovic dropping deep? I have no idea. That man really needs a goal right now. Forcing signing without him, and hasn't really even looked like scoring, if I'm being honest with you, apart from that first game where he hit a couple of shots straight at the goalkeeper. But there, that ball in from Pion Sisto, so close to being able to beat it from Patrick. And here we go again then. Sisto is arguably our strongest player right now. He looks dangerous whenever he's on the ball, apart from there. There is the delivery in towards the box. It's in and oh, it's in the area that you don't want it to go in. Corridor of uncertainty. And Issa Diop just meets it. Keeper though came out and didn't get near it. I was going to say, it's right into the area that you want it to be, but I thought the keeper was going to get it, so I was about to be like, not quite. And then as you can see, he completely misses it. Issa Diop watches it all the way onto his head. And again, it's one of our centre-backs that's come up clutch in a set-piece situation. Because we scored in the game against Getafe from a set-piece. We got one from Pags in the first game of today's episode. And we've got one here from Mr. Diop. So realistically, right now, from actually open play, Pion Sisto has the only goal. I mean, technically speaking, Pag's first one against Getafe was actually open play. But, of course, it came from a corner, which was then the keeper saved it straight onto him. So you can still count it, but I'm more thinking set piece. But we look so deadly, don't we? From the crosses into the box, from corners. I mean, it's good to see. Zachariah. Sisto. Pion Sisto. Dribbling all the way through, maybe. Sisto pulls it back and still going. Pion Sisto! What a block! Gellin it was in the end. That is fantastic. Where can we put this delivery in from the corner? Patrick going to try it. There it is for Issa Diop again! Oh, ho, ho. And this time it's narrowly wide. Corners are where we are looking the most likely. Zachariah, Patrick. Back heels towards Luka Jovic. Jovic trying to get in behind for a shot. And there is his first goal for Villarreal then. Finally off the mark, and that will be a whole heap of pressure lifted off his shoulders. Celebrates like it as well, doesn't he? Created the space with a little fake shot. Patrick's back heel towards him. There you go, and he rifles it in the top corner. From quite a difficult angle, to be fair to him. But he made it look simple, didn't he, in the end? Luka Jovic off the mark and running, and hopefully now then, he's going to bag so much more. His first goal for his new club. Here is Jovic now then. Looking lively after that first goal. On the ball and shrugging off his men with ease. And now he finds Noah Beister. But the problem is Luka Jovic is now on the edge of the area, so we don't really want to put the cross in. Comes towards Jordan. Jordan towards Zachariah. Really good football, and Dennis Zachariah should have scored. One change for us. Hudson-Odoi going to make his way on for Pion Sisto. And it should have been 3. Here is Firpo, last couple of seconds until the full-time whistle as he drives down the left. Firpo back across the face of goal, and it will not be found the back of the net, but we win the game regardless. Good 3 points there. Luka Jovic's first goal for us as well. Obviously a good sight to see, and like I said, hopefully now a sign of more for him in a Villarreal shirt. And with that, my friends, we are going to end today's episode off here. I'm going to try and give you the next episode tomorrow. And as you can see, we find ourselves up into 5th place. Yet to lose a game, but 2 wins, 2 draws from our opening 4 games. I'm not going to lie, I kind of expected 4 wins from 4, like Espanyol have achieved. So next time out for us, we are going to have 2 Europa League group stage games when we take on Groningen first and Lazio second. In between that, though, Real Sociedad away and Bilbao at home, as I will be simming Rayo Vallecano in the game just before that. So that is going to do us then. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a massive thank you for the support on the channel. Like I said, I will try and get out for you tomorrow. If not, it will definitely be on the Thursday. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, have a fantastic week, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you again soon. Adios.